So whatever it is, to surrender at the lotus feet of God through your worship, Krishna has been diplomatic again. He said that if you have to do bhakti, worship, it should be ananya. Ananya. Now this word is the most diplomatic, and he used it again and again, with all these scholars and all these people have missed it. Ananya means when there is not the other, when you are connected. You must do this surrendering when you are connected, which is very true. Without connection, if you start doing any bhakti, whom are you doing the bhakti? If there is no connection, supposing I am sitting in London, you are here. You are writing letters after letters, letters after letters, I never receive them, I never read them, I have nothing to do with it. So what's the use? You must have some connection with God Almighty, then whatever bhakti you do, it has a meaning. So before realization, the point is deception. You spoil the worst of all, and they always get throat cancer. The reason is that first of all, you spoil the center. You spoil the center because you go on saying Hare Rama, Hare Krishna too many times. What is there to take God's name like that? It's very, very cheap thing. If you are realized, you don't have to take God's name like that. There's a protocol of God. If you have to take His name, you have to take it properly with a protocol, even after realization. But you just want to say Christ, 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 Christ on the way. Christ will be so angry with you. What is it? Is he such a cheap thing? First of all, you spoil the name here by taking, mechanically. Physically you spoil this throat. When I also speak too much, I have to get some sort of a soothing thing for my throat. So you can imagine a person who is not realized, who has no idea as to what name to be taken. He takes that name all the time, the mantras so-called that are given to you. You get spoiled this, plus you spoil this mantra because this left side, because you have taken the unauthorized name of Sri Krishna. So you are in for a throat cancer. If you want to get it, you better join this Hare Rama, Hare Krishna cult. And they think they are very near Krishna. How will they recognize Sri Krishna? But this chakra is the best among us for one reason. If this chakra is spoiled, say, smoking spoils it a little bit. In the beginning, if it is too much smoking, it spoils very bad. Then from the cervical plexus, the nerves go down on both the sides. And the sensitivity in the hands is so little that when you start feeling the vibrations, you may feel a jet of air coming out of your head, a great jet, but in the hand you may not feel anything at all. There are many who just don't feel anything. In the beginning they just don't feel because their hands are no sensitive. They have done greatest harm to their cervical plexus. And that's why this chakra is stopped. It doesn't give you the sensitivity, though the Kundalini has crossed through. But gradually then Kundalini spreads on the sides and gives energy to this center, which passes through the system, and then you start feeling in the hand the all-pervading power, which is the knowledge. Otherwise people don't feel it. They may feel it in the head, but not in the hand. I was really shocked when I came here 9 years back that this country was nothing but a chimney. That time, everyone, whether it was a woman or a man or a child, everyone used to smoke. And so much of smoking that really I didn't know how this Vishuddhi, the America, is going to get. Now, please pay attention here, all right? Don't turn around your heads. Now, this center should be used in such a manner that you keep your collectivity. A person who is an individualist, who keeps away from collective beings, who does not give vibrations, sits at home before my photograph, wants to take vibrations and all that. Such a person will not be able to progress much in Sahaja Yoga. This has an inlet and an outlet. Unless and until you give, there is an outlet. There will not be the inlet of vibrations. With your hands, you give to others. Now, the fourth thing Krishna has said is the Raj Yoga, in which you get Kundalini awakening and you get all these chakras active. He has given actually the action into which they move. Like the bandhas take place, how these chakras go and sort of catch hold of the part of the Kundalini and hold it up. And how these bandhas take place, all he has described, is the thing that happens when Kundalini starts. Like one can describe that when the car starts moving and all the other small bolts and nuts and all of them are there, they also start then moving one after another. The whole mechanism, the works you can say, start manifesting itself. In the same way, within us, this starts working. This is what he said. But people are using it for Kriya Yoga, which is nonsense. Like you sit down, hold your stomach. But the Kundalini has not started. Why are you holding your stomach and hold your nose? Then you hold these ears. What is the use? The Kundalini has not yet started. Why are you doing all this nonsense? You see, there is this, your Yogananda, who will start this nonsense to you of Kriya Yoga. I mean, horrible. The amount of diseases one can get from this. I mean, unnecessarily you shave your head. Why to shave your head? By shaving your head, are you going to go to God? Then why has He given you hair? They shave their head. Nonsense it is, absolutely, to shave your head. The sheep is shaved every year, twice. And by shaving your head, you are not going to go to God. These are all nonsensical ideas. You shave your head, wear a funny dress, walk seriously like this, and you will go to God. One must understand that the happening has to take place, the Kundalini awakening has to take place itself. It's a spontaneous, it's a living thing. By doing all these artificial things, you are spoiling yourself completely. It automatically happens. But all this mechanism, you don't have to worry, because once the Kundalini rises, it happens. What is actually, I now feel that Krishna never knew that human beings will be so mad. For example, supposing if your car has not started, do you start moving its machinery by hand and believe that the car has started moving? It's the most absurd thing to do to spoil the car. And that's what exactly you do when you try to do this Kriya Yoga. There is Akriya. You don't have to do any action. The action takes place by itself. It is built in. It is within it. I'll give you another example. Supposing there's a seed and you want to sprout it. Will you try to pull the primule out of it? Will it sprout? Is that senseless, I tell you? The way people try to do all this trick, standing on the head, and God has given us legs to stand, not the head to stand. I don't know from where this idea has come that you stand on your head. By that, Kundalini is never awakened. It is for a certain disease that headstand is good, but not for everyone. It's for a cure of a disease, that's all. All sorts of funny ideas, even people drink urine. I mean, all sorts of things they do, nonsensical things, to get to realization. There was one lady of Nimkauri Baba, it's another horrible fellow, and she came to me, she was like this, like this, like this. I told her, what did you do there? What did you do with this man? Oh, mother, he blessed me specially. I said, what? He gave me his water. I said, his water? What is his water? And this is the water she drank for days together, for years together. And now she says, I can't forget him. Imagine to bring God to that level. I mean, can there be a greater blasphemy and ridiculous way of treating God Almighty who has created you? There's no respect. No respect. You don't respect yourself, you don't respect your chastity, you don't respect your private parts. How can you respect God? This is what it is, and they teach you not to respect. And this is what happens when you start reading Gita. You see, they are all blind people. Blind people can't read Gita. Blind people cannot read Bible. They never understand. They will never understand the inner meaning of it, and they'll just twist it for their own sake. Now the left-hand side is the one that gives you what you call the guilt feeling. I don't know whom to blame now. For example, say the churches, the Catholic churches. I mean, when did Christ say that you are guilty? From where did they pick up this? I cannot say from where they picked it up. Christ could never have said that you are guilty, that you should feel guilty, that you should suffer. I mean, from childhood, if you tell somebody that you are guilty, he'll pick up automatically. It's a conditioning on the person. He will devise methods to find out that what guilt he has. After all, you are a human being, and you can make mistakes, and you are blind. God knows that. And He also knows that all your mistakes are to be forgiven. They are to be forgiven. And you are to be given realization. He is worried about His own. And you are to be given realization. He is worried about His own creation, isn't He? Is He going to waste you only because you have committed some mistakes here and there? And what mistakes can you commit? That's also, let's see. He is the ocean of love. He is the ocean of compassion. He is the ocean of forgiveness. He is ocean. And you are a drop in the ocean. And how much a drop can carry a dirt that he cannot cleanse? Think of it. Think of it when you say you are guilty. This is a fashion that is developed here. And sometimes I find this guilt is nothing but this Mr. Ego curls up into it and says, all right, I'm guilty, finished. It is not facing the fact. Supposing you have done the mistake, what's the use of saying, I have done the mistake, I have done the mistake, I have done the mistake? Do you correct it? Do you correct it by that, saying that I have done the mistake, now I have done the mistake? It would be something, say we got lost in the car and we went into another road. Now we sit down there crying, oh, we have made the mistake, better sit down. Here people are waiting for me, all right, for the program. And I'm sitting down there crying, we have done the mistake, we have come to the wrong line, we should not have been there. If I have done the mistake, correct it and come back to the right position. Go on correcting it. Instead of that, this is the best way of sitting down saying, we have done the mistake, I should not have done this, I should not have done this. Putting down yourself, I can't do it, to be diffident all the time, oh, I just can't do it. This could be very dangerous, very dangerous. For example, supposing in an accident, you have harmed somebody. Now you sit down there, oh, I have done the mistake, I have committed the mistake, oh, please get hold of that person whom you have harmed, take him to the hospital, get him treated. This is the way we do not face by feeling guilty. It is a very good way of Mr. Ego to coil up into the left Vishuddhi and say, oh, you are guilty. Who are you to judge yourself? Why do you judge yourself? How do you judge yourself? You have no method of judging yourself. All the time you find out ways and methods of feeling diffident in life. And such diffident people, what are they going to do? You have to take swords in your hand of honesty and of dedication to God's work. There they are standing with the sword like this. They can't even handle a little stick in their hand. What are they going to do? Because they are all very guilty people, all the time shaking. Why to feel guilty by making yourself so diffident and useless warrior of God's work? This guilt is the worst thing, and in Sahaja Yoga, the first mantra always I ask you to say, I am not guilty. You don't judge yourself like that. You have no business to condemn yourself. God has created you with such difficulties. Now understand. You are above everything that is much above these things, much above all these flowers, much above all the stars and all the sky that is created. And here you are, like fools, you are feeling guilty and sitting down at home and spoiling the work of God. You have to get to your realization. You have to get to your absolute. You have to get to your own being and become what you are, and not to waste all the work that He has done here. How He must be feeling. How much He has done for you to become. And here you are on a small thing, you just slip out and spoil the complete work. Is this the way to behave towards your father and towards your mother and towards Christ, their Son? Is this the way to treat? We have to stand up with courage, with fearlessness. This gives you fear, unnecessary botheration and worries, and you start thinking about things which do not exist, all imaginary. Left Vishuddhi is a curse of modern times. And I would request you all to come out. Every morning you tell yourself that I am not guilty. You must say it thrice in the morning and thrice in the evening. What is there to feel guilty about? I wish Christ had included this in the prayer. But you have to forgive yourself first of all. I mean, he could never have imagined that human beings would be so stupid as to all the time say that I am guilty, I can't forgive myself. Human beings have escapes for everything. Now this is a new modern method they have devised of running away from reality. Reality is to be faced and to be enjoyed. It is called as Raj. It's the one that has to permeate it, joy. You come and sit on the throne and enjoy. Today my Vishuddhi is out. Now, I have been able to tell you in short about Vishuddhi chakra. Let's go to the another chakra here, which is called as the Agya. Agya chakra resides in the center of optic chiasma. Optic chiasma is the one which crosses each other, and in the center of it is the special center called as Agya chakra. It is a very subtle center, and this center is adorned by our Lord Jesus Christ. He is the son of Mahalakshmi. He is the son of the entire power that resides. He is the Mahalakshmi, the Viratangana, the wife of Virat. The power of the primordial. He is the son created by her and is very well described in the Devi Purana and other books, which are not yet translated, I think, in English, as Mahavishnu. He is called as Mahavishnu. So the Vishnu's greater form, but he is the son of Vishnu. He is the son of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna has described him as somebody who is the Adhara, is the support of the whole universe. He has given him a higher position than himself. See? And he said this one when he will be coming on this earth. He will prove all that I have said. He will prove because he will be the essence. He will be the Omkara. He will be the all-pervading power. He will walk on the water. Not only, but he will be resurrected. His body will be resurrected. He has described him fully there, and he has given him the highest position, that he is the Adhar. He is the support, because he lives there at the Mooladhara also, at the support of the root, and he resides. Actually, he is the vice chancellor of this university. We can say that at every point we have to have him to certify. If he is not there, you cannot awaken the Kundalini. If you don't believe in him, you cannot retain your realization. Yesterday, a lady asked me, can we not do it without Christ? I said, I'm sorry. Without Christ, because he is all-pervading. He is the Omkara. He is the one who is the power. He is the one who is flowing in us. He is the spirit.